Why not me? A feeling of millions. Anubhav Agarwal. Chapter 2. Buckle up for the boards. We were halfway through the 10th grade. It was almost time for the board exam timetable to be put up. I reached school, but it wasn't the same. I didn't like St. Paul's anymore. I was tired of looking at the same old building with its peeling paint, broken windows, old chairs, and tables with the names of students engraved on them, students who had left their schools year ago. I wanted to leave this place. I wanted a change for the better. I was tired of daily schedule and most importantly the fact that it was all boys school. I had spent almost a quarter of my life with no girls to talk to. Can you imagine how torturous that is? After the boards, I am going to change my school. I want to spend the last 2 years of high school as a normal child in a co-ed school. Yes, I'm going to do that. Anubhav, where are you? Lost. The exam timetable is up. They started from 2nd March. Schemed Anmol bring me out of my thought. We spent the whole days worrying about how we would prepare for the exams, how we had already wasted almost the whole years doing nothing. I had a few friends, Ankit, Deepak, Pranjal and Aryan. But Ankit was my closest friend. I shared everything with him, good or bad. Also, Ankit was living proof of why you always become best friends of someone who is exactly like you. And he was. He lived here near my house. We shared same hobbies and were in the same school. Who else could have been my best friend if not him? Ankit was the kind of guy who would tell you if you were wrong. He had small brown eyes and wore full framed spectacles, which always kept slipping down his nose. His nose was long and sharp, really pointy. Honestly, it made him look like a Pinocchio. He had a hint of mustache and no signs of beard yet. He was tall, healthy, and really lazy. He always wore clothes that were too big for him and had really small feet for a boy. His family was not big as mine, which just like with just him parents and baby sisters. One thing I know for sure is that he was always scolded because of me, and maybe sometimes even received a left and right on the cheek. A reason that I always called him during the exams so we could go out and relax for a while and maybe have an ice pop. I didn't really enjoy being surrounded by friends or people all the time. I liked my privacy and have always been an introvert. This also played me to my benefit because Ma always said, do whatever you want in your life, but promise me that you will always stay away from drinks and cigarettes. So that's what I did. I never touched them. Today was not so bad because I enjoyed my lunch on my own. Remember those idiots who always stole my lunch? Amol and Pranjal. They were absent today and this gave me luxury of enjoying my aloo parathas by myself. But that luxury didn't change my or anybody else's facial expression. Our faces were still pale with the news of exams commencing on 2nd March. Oh my god, that are we even going to do? How will we complete such a vast portion? I can't think straight. I'm so scared I am losing my mind. And said the scared Deepak, finally breaking the pin drop silence. Don't worry, bro. Tell me, how have we passed our exams to date? We remember our Lord Bhole, and he never lets us fail a single exam. If we have done this before, we could do this again, I assured him with a laugh. At least that made everyone laugh. We all started planning. We would study and make best us of our time, and in case, just in case we failed, we needed a plan B to survive. We booked our future business sitting here in the cafeteria. We decided on who would sell groundnuts, and who would run the tea stall, and who would uh, drive a rickshaw to earn livings. We cleared our lunch table and left for our classes, waiting for the school to end. The moment I reached home, I was lost in thought of changing my school. I considered many options but found Devuti Modi Academy DMA to be the best of all. I had heard a lot about it, and the most important thing was that almost all my children, all the children, almost all of the children in my area went to that school except me. Listen and wow, the timetable of exam was put up today, and Lalit sir is going to be really strict now. So make sure that you are not late for tuition. Pick me up on the time, okay? Pranjal texted me. All right, I will be there, I replied. When I came back from the tuition, the sun had already set. This day was pretty wonderful, uneventful. Normally, my days were not so uneventful. Is something wrong? Is this the silence before a storm, or I'm overthinking again? Just as I started growing old, so did Orkut. Scraps were now a thing of the past, and chats had entered our lives. Facebook was taking over, and just like everyone else, I created an account in the hope of making at least a few new friends. Having two companions of my age in the house, my only partners were my books, but they were so boring that the moment I opened them, I felt sleepy, as if they had a strong sleeping pill in them. I tried something. I tried studying for a while, but eventually gave up. For refreshment, I turned on my computer and logged in to Facebook. As I logged in, I saw a section titled "People You May Know." I closed my eyes and randomly sent friend requests to the people on that list. I grew up in the 90s, in the era of hopeless romantic movies, and that made me hopeless romantic. I wanted that one love is in the life, a person I could live with and share everything with, my life, my happiness, my sorrows, and eventually marry. The only difficulty was that I hadn't found someone like that yet. Keep in mind that I went to an all boys school.